Keep close to others. It's not safe.
You will learn how to handle a sword properly and build up your body as well.
Maybe next. What do you want?
I'd like to...
Certainly.
no.
You know it. Half the time. And that goes for Councilman Nas.
Happy to be of service, sir.
Huh?
Put him in the...
Oh! That's enough! I'm sorry.
That's enough.
What are you doing?
Hey!
Come on,
stop
then.
fighting!
Stop feeding him!
It's not safe here.
What's that?
Why did you do that?
Hear 'em up.
We'll finish this quickly.
Shame on you.
Gonna slice you up.
Unbelievable.
You're my doggy, eh?
Hey, stop fighting.
Madman. Why'd he do it?
Oh, you mutt.
Who's lying here?
Excuse me.
Are you all right? Wake up. Come on.
Ein Bier bitte!
What do you...
Ugh.
I...
I need a hot bath and my clothing cleaned.
Excellent. Pay up, and we can get started.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. You won't regret it, sir.
My respect. That dirt just didn't want to... Christ! Pardon me.
Council is organizing another collection for repairs to the fortifications.
Are they out of their bloody minds?
Just like you.
I reckon it must have been...
Greetings.
Would you like to throw...
What game would you...
I actually...
It was the spitting image of you. It must be a sign. I'm not giving them a single groschen until I see cut stones, lime, scaffolding, and 20 men working their asses off. Hey! Where's that beer?
You came straight behind?
What?
At your service, sir.
Oh, it's you. Good back already.
your body, as well as your spirit.
Good day.
One afternoon, they burned down the whole village, killed all the villagers, and drove
At your service.
Praised be Jesus Christ.
Men in his image, so they can't be all that bad. But that's just what they want you to think. They're the ones claiming it's in scripture. Run to the nunnery and give yourself to God.
At your service, sir.
Light aroma of exotic fruits and a... God bless you, sir.
What are you doing here, Goodman?
What does it look like? I'm handing out wine from my vineyard.
You're giving it away for free?
My vineyard is new, and the folks in this town are damn stubborn. So I figured I'd pour a cask or two into them, and maybe they'd get a taste for it. What about your good self? Would you like to try it?
Free wine? I'd be a fool to say no to that.
My thoughts exactly, Goodman. Here you are, to your health. I'm curious what you'll think of it.
Well, it's not the best wine I've ever had, but it'd do at a pinch.
Forgive me, Goodman, but say no more. In vino veritas, and the truth in my wine is that I'm a fool, an idiot whose wife is cuckolding him, whose children can't stand him, and even the dog pisses in his boots every morning. And my wine tastes like dog piss as well. I never should have bought that damned vineyard. If it wasn't for those fucking monks selling their wine everywhere they can, I might have a chance. Not like this.
Is there anything I could do to help you?
With the dog pissing in my boots? Well, I'm not sure. I tried sticking his snout in it, putting pepper in my boots, and nothing worked. Piss in my boots again the next morning.
I meant your business troubles.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe you could. If you're not from around here, that is.
No, I'm not.
Allow me to introduce myself. Caspar Rudolph, vineyard owner and a not very successful wine seller.
I'm Henry.
Maybe you could help me, Henry. I'm looking for someone who's not well known in Kuttenberg. Someone who can pretend to be someone else, if you know what I mean.
Sure, why not? If all you need is someone folk won't recognize.
The monks in Setlet's monastery make excellent wine. They call it the monastery secret. People can't get enough of it, and I can't figure out what their secret is. But I intend to find out.
Right, I understand what you want from me. But if it's a secret, it won't be easy.
No, it won't. But don't worry, I have a plan. The custodian of the monastery vineyard has a relative in town, an innkeeper called Havel. And this Havel is a real know-it-all when it comes to wine. He really likes to boast about it. If you were to pose as a sommelier who's just come back from abroad, I'm sure he'd be happy to talk to you, and maybe he'll reveal something.
You want me to be smellier? I don't see how that could make a good impression on him.
Not smellier, sommelier. It's a wine expert. Just act intelligent and use some foreign words. It'll be easy. I have some books about wine at home. Maybe you could read through them. You do know how to read, right? Havel's a bit thick anyway, so it won't be hard to impress him.
Do you have any idea what this secret might be?
They're monks, so it could be anything. Maybe they put the crushed up bones of saints in it, or they sing hymns to the wine. How should I know?
The book might come in handy. Can I borrow it?
When I said I have it, that wasn't, entirely accurate.
What's the truth then?
The book belongs to me, but I lent it to someone, and she hasn't given it back yet. Miss Adleta Manlica should have it. I lent it to her during our... let's call it our friendship, which has come to an end.
Didn't you say you're married?
What has that to do with anything?
Oh, I'm sure your wife wouldn't mind if you asked an old girlfriend to return a book you lent her.
Oh dear. Adleta used to have rather more friends than might be expected of a respectable young woman. But her family's patience ran out, so they arranged her marriage and put an end to her dalliances. Since then, Adleta has been confined to her room and guarded like the crown jewels.
And you want me to break in?
Well, yes. Master Swordsmith Manlicher has a house in Lethlilskar Street. Adleta is either locked in her room or walks in the gardens behind the Italian court, where she is guarded by her brother. The Manlichers don't want any more problems.
It doesn't matter. I'll find a way to get the book back.
Great! Any more questions?
Do you really think Havel would just tell me the secret? You don't even know if he actually knows it. Or it might just be a rumor.
Havel really is a bit thick. Either the monks have a secret and Havel will tell you, or there's no secret and Havel will confirm it.
I'll get right on it then.
Excellent. And don't forget, making an impression is the main thing. You look like you can handle it. Good luck. Take care.
Forget the swill for Burgundy.
A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
Christ, what a day. May God give you health, sir.
So much to do. I'd have to split myself in two to get it all done on time.
You're always welcome here.
You look like a learned man, sir. I assume you're most likely an alchemist, right?
Oh, what times we live in. A man pulls out a book and is immediately the center of interest. This wouldn't have happened during the times of the ancient Romans. But no, my friend, I'm neither an alchemist nor a scholar. Or actually, I am a bit of the latter. I used to be the high scribe here, but that was a long time ago. An entire human life.
And what do you do now? Do you while away the time reading books? That's quite an expensive hobby.
Yes, it certainly is. Fortunately, I have access to several monastery libraries. Nevertheless, I spend my time writing rather than reading.
Here in Kuttenberg?
And why not? Is it forbidden, perchance?
No. I just thought that's what the monasteries are for.
Certainly, but we are living in revolutionary times, and we also need to record things both simple and legal. As I say, let us learn humility and live in the truth of God. But let us not condemn ourselves to foolish ignorance for this reason.
If you were a high scribe, you probably lived your entire life here in Kuttenberg, haven't you?
Oh, not at all. I was fortunate enough to have traveled the world over and to have served several bishops. In fact, I was also a notary for our good Emperor Charles. May God give him eternal glory. I have only recently returned here to the city, for I have an important and very difficult task here.
Tell me, what was King Charles like? I've heard he was a powerful and just ruler.
Yes, he was smart enough to surround himself with capable people. You can tell how wise a man is by looking at his friends, my lad. And Emperor Charles of Luxembourg was friends with poets, philosophers, bishops, and even the Pope himself. He sought to maintain the status quo and consolidate the power of the Church as his greatest ally. And that was his biggest mistake.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
That the end justifies the means, and the Church became quite rich thanks to Charles. Monasteries and bishops have acquired huge estates, and the nobility and the burghers are green with envy. Mark my words, this will not end well. There will soon be another war.
It's not like the current one is over.
Believe me, when the Church gets involved, the struggle for the very soul of every man will begin.
And what is your task here? I presume it's to write a book about the city.
Actually, that's correct. About this town, about the people who live here, and especially about mining. But I'm not interested in the extraction methods, but rather in the legal framework of the entire matter, if you understand me.
Perhaps.
In short, I'm perceptive to the legal standards, regulations, and laws. I would like to write a book about it all.
Something like a mining legal code?
Yes and no. The legal code as such has long existed. I'm aiming more at its reform. I would like to complete the work entrusted to me by the councillors of the mining city of Yklava. If I succeed, I will have created an entirely unique codex.
If you succeed? You don't know for sure?
Nothing is ever certain, but I firmly believe I shall. After all, I have God's eye looking over me, and this town surrounding me. It truly helps me to walk through the streets of my youth. Take care, sir.
Miss Adlet? Grüß dich. Was wünschst du?
I'd like to go into the gardens. Why are you on guard here?
I'm afraid my sister is resting in the gardens and doesn't wish to be disturbed.
That's a very fine sword you have, Goodman.
And so it should be. It was made by my father, a master swordsmith.
Well, you can tell it's perfectly balanced at first glance. I may not be able to see the blade, but the way the hilt is fitted is clearly the work of a master craftsman.
It seems you know your stuff, good man.
I'm an apprentice swordsmith.
For someone from Kuttenberg? I'm surprised I haven't seen you before.
No, my master is Martin Menschy from Prague. We're just traveling north. My master wants to deliver a piece in person.
You don't say! Master Menschy is in Kuttenberg? Do you think I could talk to him? I admire his work, and so does my father.
Of course. Come to the Hangman's Halter Tavern. My master will be pleased to have company.
Thanks. If you want to enter the gardens, go ahead. Just keep away from my sister. My father has forbidden her to speak to men.
Don't worry. I'll give you my word as a swordsmith.
Auf Wiedersehen, mein Herr.
Are you Miss Adletta?
That's me. And what is your name? You handsome fellow?
Henry.
A nice name. But I have to warn you, I won't be a miss for much longer. Seeing you here makes me regret that a little, though.
Pleasure's all mine. I'm here on behalf of Caspar Rudolph. It's about the book he lent you.
Caspar? Oh, the poor thing got a proper hiding from my father. How is he?
His vineyards aren't bringing in much, and he's generally not doing too well. That's why I'm here, in fact. Hushek's book may not be the most precious manuscript in the world, but it'll help Caspar.
When we were friends, he gifted me that book. There was no mention of it being on loan, and now he wants it back all of a sudden?
I could buy it from you.
Henry, I have everything I could possibly want, and I don't need your coin. My father buys me everything I ask for.
Not everything can be bought.
Go on.
You can't buy love, or friendship. What if we became friends, as you're fond of saying?
But it's not that easy to become a friend of mine. First, you need to impress me somehow.
I could write a poem for you.
Love poetry. I have to warn you that my taste is rather refined.
One stolen glance, tender and true, captured my heart, beholden to you. Your beauty and grace, like flowers in spring, as the rising sun, you make the birds sing.
That wasn't bad, good man. You have talent. You deserve a reward.
But I'd like to take Caspar's book now.
Of course. That's what you came for, isn't it?
How about a kiss?
Here, now? In broad daylight?
Nah, you're right. Let's leave it for another time.
Yes. Another time. When I'm a widow, perhaps?
That's a long time to wait.
I wouldn't say so. But having you court me so charmingly has raised my spirits.
I have the book, so I'll be off.
Farewell, Henry. Never forget me.
I'm sorry.
That too? You rubbed it on your shoulder.
I mean...
My respect.
Greetings, sir.
Wood vinegar, lump charcoal, pitch.
Pavel, the owner of the local inn, I assume?
That I am. How can I help you?
When I asked where I should go in this city for good wine, your inn was recommended.
You've come to the right place. You won't find better wine in this city. Have you come from far away?
Very far, Goodman. I'm Henry, and I rarely hear my name spoken in my native tongue.
Mine has an unusual ingredient in it. Let's see if you can tell what it is.
Saxony, Bavaria, and so on. The German states, basically.
Wonderful! It's not often I get the chance to talk to someone so well-traveled. It'd be nice to have someone to discuss the drink of kings with.
An invitation I can't refuse. Thank you.
Well, good man, how shall we begin our tasting? Ah, I know. How about a little white to begin with?
Excellent.
So, what do you say to that?
Hints of vanilla. That's uncommon. And I have to say, that greenish spring colour is perfect.
You're right. A rare flavour and colour tone. It's essentially a lighter wine. I like it because it's suitable for many occasions. When I don't know what to serve, I pull out a Moravian white. My father-in-law loves it. He'll be a blessed 70 years old this year, so I'm giving him a few casks to make his old age a little merrier.
That's very kind of you.
There's nothing but misers in this town. They wouldn't think twice about taking their own mother's last piece of bread. I'm not like that. Do I have money? Of course. But I don't hoard it. I try to make people around me happy.
And you're treating me to this wine. You're a real Samaritan, like it says in the Bible. You give drink to the thirsty.
Anyway, let's have a cup of something else.
My thoughts exactly.
What shall we... Ah, I know. Let's have some red. How about a young Blaufränkisch from Austria? Or as we call it in Bohemia, Blue Frankovka.
From you, Goodman, anything. Pour away.
Hey, where's that beer?
Quite a decent vintage.
A bit bitter for my tastes. But you said it's a young Blaufränkisch. I'm getting notes of black currant. The colour is dark, almost purple, but as it should be.
Yes, the colour enchants me every time. Almost like drinking from an inkwell.
Oh, I've never drunk ink. Would you recommend it?
My grandfather used to say, you won't know till you've tried it. He lived and died by that saying.
Uh-huh. What happened to him?
Well, the poor fella suffered from ulcers. So one day, true to his favourite saying, he tried drinking spirits to cure himself. "Burn the canker," he said. Well, he burnt it so thoroughly, he was dead in a week. God rest his soul.
To your grandfather, and his contribution to advancing the knowledge of medicine.
You said you spent time in the German lands. What wine do the local connoisseurs rate highest?
Service is kind of slow today.
Riesling, I think.
But that's the type of grape. I mean the type of wine. I surely don't have to tell you the grape variety is only half the taste.
Well, it's hard to come up with something off the top of my head, but I do enjoy this variety.
Ah, well, never mind. Let's carry on. Well then, let's move on to the next one. After all that quality stuff, let's refresh ourselves with something simpler. Would you like a hippocras?
Certainly. The better ones will go straight to our heads. And I'll admit, I do like it from time to time.
Nothing to be ashamed of. It's not easy to make a good hippocras. Mine has an unusual ingredient in it. Let's see if you can tell what it is.
Very nice. I'd say it's mint?
Precisely. It gives a nice freshness, wouldn't you say? And there's a garden full of it right behind the tavern. I don't know where to put it all.
But it's missing some kick. I reckon your cook forgot to add something. Ginger. It's missing ginger.
But of course. The cook told me they didn't have any at the market. You have a refined tongue, good man. I'll give you that. After that hippocras, we should have something more high class. I've got a rare Hungarian wine from Eger. Very strong and very sweet.
Bring it on. This is no time for weak wine.
My thoughts exactly. So what do you think? Good, isn't it?
Very strong. Matured in an oak barrel, undoubtedly. Colour is excellent as well. A crimson red. The smell is heavy, spicy, almost suffocating. I have to admit, I haven't had much Hungarian wine, but maybe I should change that.
I drank this particular wine from Eger at a banquet held to celebrate the new city council. Hungarian government, Hungarian wine, and Hungarian delicacies. I was so looking forward to enjoying some nice Hungarian sausages or pate, but I ended up leaving disappointed.
How so?
They started bringing out melons, apples, plums, and all sorts of other fruit. And finally, they served fish. I don't eat fish, and fruit makes me burp. So I went hungry at a feast.
Oh, that's very unusual. Fruit, fish, and red wine. Maybe it's some sort of Hungarian custom.
I was so disappointed that I wanted to make myself something at home to get rid of the taste. But I was so drunk that I fell asleep. The housekeeper woke me up, and what can I tell you? The porridge was charcoal. The kitchen was like a smokehouse, and I had egg on my face. Well, that's Hungary checked off the list. What's next?
How about something local? I noticed there were vineyards in Kuttenberg.
But of course, we have vineyards and grapes from Burgundy that Emperor Charles himself had brought in. The local vintners grow some fine grapes, but they're still learning everything that comes after that. The local stuff gets diluted a lot. They flavor it with all sorts of shit, or leave it for vinegar.
Don't tell me you don't have a drop of anything local that would be worth trying.
Well, there's the monastery secret. A wine from the Sedlets monastery. My cousin Jerome is the custodian of the monastery vineyard.
Ah. Why is it called secret?
Taste it, and you'll see.
Interesting. There's no trace of any flavour that shouldn't be there. Neither honey nor spices. Just the pure taste of wine. But there is something to it. Something I don't recognise.
That's it, good man.
Is that the secret?
Exactly. The monks add a secret ingredient to the wine.
A secret ingredient? How do you know that?
Like I said, my cousin Jerome is the custodian of the monastery vineyard, and I handle their supply. Sometimes I bring food for the workers, new barrels, tools and the like. And from time to time, I bring them a sealed crate which smells peculiar. Jerome didn't want to tell me what's in it, but when I insisted, he told me it's some kind of incense they burn in the barrels.
Really? I've never heard of such a thing.
Neither have I. But like I said, the chest was sealed and the whole thing is shrouded in secrecy.
A real monastery secret? What should we drink next?
I'm glad you like my wine. But that's enough tasting for today. After all, I've offered you everything worth trying, and now the wine is starting to go to my head. But you're welcome to stay in my tavern as long as you like. It's rare to meet someone who really understands wine.
I enjoyed your company a lot too. Nevertheless, I won't keep you, Goodman, and I'll bid you farewell.
Farewell, and if you decide to extend your stay in Kuttenberg, stop by for a drink again.
Definitely. God be with you.
I'm sorry.
Another collection for repairs to the fortifications.
Are they out of their bloody mind?
What?
God be with you. Greetings to you, friend.
Careful!
Good afternoon, sir.
I spoke to Havel.
And? How did it go?
Good. I had to drink a bit of wine to get some answers out of him, but I sacrificed myself for the cause.
And what did he say?
It took a while, but in the end, he told me sometimes crates of a special incense are brought to the vineyard, and they apparently burn it in the barrels.
What? Incense? And he wasn't just yanking your pizzle or too drunk?
He may have been drunk, but he was telling the truth. He doesn't know what incense it is, just that they get it delivered.
Right, and here's a small reward so you don't go around saying old Casper's ungrateful. But now I need you to look into it further. We need to find out what this special incense is for. We'll have to take a look in the vineyard and take some of that incense.
We, meaning me, right?
Of course I mean you. See how well we understand each other?
Sorry, but this is a path that will sooner or later lead to the gallows. I'm not going to steal anything.
I didn't say you'd have to steal it necessarily. Maybe there's another way.
All right, tell me then. Where should I start? The vineyard is rather vast.
It's big, true. But there's a vineyard house right in the middle. The custodian lives there, as well as the workers. And it's also where all the supplies are stored. Besides, there's also a side garden where they grow new varieties of grapes. If you could manage to bring me a few seedlings, they could greatly help my own vineyard.
Where exactly is the vineyard?
A short way to the north of town.
How do I get in?
The simplest thing would be to get hired as a labourer. There'll be lots of work there.
What if they catch me?
You have to be careful. The vineyard is closely guarded, especially at night. And thieves...
I'm on it then.
Good luck. By the way, what about the business with the Manlikas? Did you manage to get hold of the book by Bouchek?
Yes. Miss Adletter is sweet. And she even gave me back your book. Here it is.
Ah, thanks very much. I'll try to sell it and pay off at least some of my debts. Take care, friend. A sweet red! A sparkling wine!
Whistling for? Did you hear that Dirk Stallion is shagging Nat's old woman?
If you know it, then so does half the town.
And that goes for Councilman Knight as well.
Easy. Nice and slow. Oh. Quick! Whoa! Whoa!
My humble respects.
Grüß Gott. Grüß dich.
Good day. They'll surely... What game? I actually... Would you like... What game? I actually...
There's no end to this work.
Courage.
Was...
Davon hätte ich ja noch mehr. Bitte.
Go! Ka! Go! Ka! 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 Whoa! Whoa!
Courage!
Ka! Ka! Quick! Ka! Ka!
I bought a lovely Hugo.
Ka! Ka! Ka!
Don't be shy.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Bread, cabbage, flatbread. You have
Whoa!
Ka! Quick! Ja!
Whoa! Whoa!
Go! 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 Quick! Ja! Quick! Go! Ja! Quick! Ja! Quick! Ja! Ja! Quick! Ja! Ja! Go!
Good afternoon.
I heard you might know something about the band of poachers hiding out in the woods. A band led by some Mach of Marshevitz. Ginger-headed.
What? Who told you such a thing?
That's not important. So do you know anything about them, or not?
Well, they've been in the village a couple of times, but that's all I know. You're looking to buy some venison or something?
When was the last time you saw those poachers?
Not long ago. A couple of days, I reckon. One of them was snooping around the village. The night watchman drove him off.
How come you know those poachers?
What are you trying to say? Just because I'm a knacker, don't mean I'm a poacher too, you donkey. I saw them in the village a few times trying to peddle venison. That's all.
Do you know where their hideout is?
Maybe. What's in it for me?
What do you mean, what's in it for you? You should think of your own good. If you help me with my search, it'll be clear you had nothing to do with the poaching. But if you don't, then the Lord of Pisek could put a bounty on your head next.
Kurva. I didn't think of that. All right. I'll tell you what I know. I heard they're brothers. And they're led by that Mach fella. But they didn't look like kin to me. They surely ain't no livers, though. They're pretty frightening looking. Maybe that's why Dobresh would rather sit his arse in a castle instead of searching for them in the woods.
Do you know where they're hiding?
I ain't sure. But it's definitely somewhere in the valley near the water. In the direction of Rabush. That's where they always came from. And if I was a poacher, that's where I'd be hiding.
All right. That'll help my search.
And if you happen to find some rare hide in their camp, I'll buy it from you.
Rare hide? Like from a white roebuck?
Ha! I knew Dobresh sent you. Aye, that's the one I meant. The fool would just send that to the castle, and I know folks that would pay good money for it. It would be worthwhile for both of us. Think about it, will ya?
It was good to see you, my friend.
Ka! Oh, boy.
Nothing to your liking. My, what a beautiful horse.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Stop! Whoa!
Did you hear about what the bailiff is planning?
Would you like to throw... What game?
Nice, as it should be.
Let's play!
Just a slight tongue. A man would be calling for the priest. Women are made of stronger stuff.
I'll drop by and visit her sometime.
Feel free. You're no longer in mortal danger. I'll pray for her this evening.
You're in a foul temper today, aren't you?
Come on then, show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time.
Ravaged, our barns are empty, all our ale's gone.
And the women folk are pissed off.
Aye, and Sigismund's lounging about in the monastery shagging the nuns while we suffer.
That's impossible.
Not only is it possible, it's happening.
No, I mean the bit about shagging the nuns. I thought it was old Sedlitz is monks only. I heard him coughing his lungs up in the yard again today.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Fucking sodomite.
Hey, look, let's just drop it before one of us says something he'll regret. I quite like my head firmly attached to my neck.
They say he went to bed healthy, but never woke up. It's a mystery.
That's terrible.
His mother
Like
said
this.
plainly he couldn't feel his left arm, and that he was seeing things.
And he was dead in the morning.
Here.
Aye. He had his whole life in front of him.
My God! Oh, come on! If you think it'll help you. Alright, that'll do. Finished. Your turn.
Good day. Oh, good day.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. Don't be a coward. That'll do me. Roll.
I'll be right there.
If I was you, I'd take it.
You're always welcome here, noble sir.
I'll be right with you.
Pour me one. It's yours.
Subjects have to obey.
My respects.
So that's your plan, is it?
So what's it going to be?
Damn it, I'm so fucked. And the badge is bloody gone.
Because you don't have anyone.
What about
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
All for the hyper. Got torn apart by wolves.
No point hiding your cows from the army in the forest.
Better for a wolf to take a few of them than for the soldiers to take all of them.
Well,
I need to pay the tithe and give something to the church for my father's requiem mass.
Isn't it a bit early for that? Quick! Ka! Ka! Go! Go! Ja! Whoa! Whoa! Quick! Quick! Ka! Quick! Whoa!
Megöleti magát, de mi az? Csapd! Hát egy szempillantásra kész. Csapd le a dögöt! Kettő az egy ellen? Kutyák! Disznó kurvák! Baszni rá!
Those must be the poachers I'm looking for.
Sod off!
Huh?
What? Get out! Sod off!
Get out of here, Mutt. No one wants to hear your barking. Shut up. Huh? Get out of here, Mutt. No one wants to hear your barking. Now you're gonna get it! We're under attack! Ha!
That's the hide. Now to bring it back to the huntsman, or to Wolfram.
Good doggy.
Oh.
If you want to be outside after sunset, you need a lit torch. That's the law. Oh, you're ugly. Now I know why you wanted to be in the dark. Carry on. I'm sorry.
Reasons
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want?
How's it going? What of it?
Some Glück if you're looking.
Careful.
I found the white hide.
Oh, thank God for that, at least. And what about the poachers? Did you take care of them too? Do you have their squirrel badges for me?
Aye, I've got some.
Well, that's even better news. The reward's yours. Thanks, friend. You did me a huge service.
When I talked to the knacker, he urged me to sell him the hide.
I might have known. It's good you didn't listen to him.
What are you going to do about him?
Unfortunately, wanting to get your hands on something isn't a crime. And such talk from Wolfram is no surprise. But I'll keep my eye on him. Thanks for telling me. You're an honest fella.
Glad to help.
Take care, friend.
What?
Here, Mutt.
This horse must have cost a pretty fortune.
Quick! God! God! Whoa! Go! God! 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 Go! Oh, I can't go any further. It's too deep. That's bloody deep. Quick! Go! Quick! Ka! Go! Whoa! Quick! Go! Quick! Go! Go! Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Oh.
Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all, the one called woman.
Christ, it's hot out.
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time, then. I hope you find what you're looking for next time, good sir. Excellent.
One covering up the wrongdoings of the other. Forget about women.
Good day to you.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. God! Quick! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
What the? Grand! Right now! Clear off!
Whoa! Whoa! I should go back. Go! Ja! Ka! Whoa! Whoa! The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary, and she conceived of the Holy Spirit. Hail Mary, Mary said, Behold the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary, and the Word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. Hail Mary, pray for us, O Holy Mother of God, that we may be made worthy of the promises of Christ. Let us pray. Pour forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts, that we, to whom the incarnation of Christ thy Son was made known by the message of an angel, may by his passion and cross be brought to the glory of his resurrection, through the same Christ our Lord. Amen. Quick! God! Quick! Go! God! Quick! God! Quick! God! Whoa! Quick! Quick! Whoa! Whoa! Go! Go! Quick! Die! God! Go! God!
Stop! Come here!
How are you? And what do you need?
Let's have a little chat with you. Come here! Stop! And strip everything off! And no funny stuff!
I'm not just gonna stand here and let you rob me.
You're not? Tough shit! I'll get you! Christ! Shit!
Ka! Quick! What happened here? The cottage has been plundered. And what about the dead dogs? The local catchpole's most likely to know, if there's one left here.
Greetings, sir. You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
God in heaven.
At your service, sir.
What happened at the cottage by the bridge over the stream? It was plundered, and there were dead dogs lying in front of it. And nobody bats an eyelid.
Oh, you mean the gamekeeper's cottage? You know how it is. People don't want to end up like the gamekeeper.
What happened to him?
He's hanging from a tree on the road to Miskovitz.
The hanged man? That was him? Who did it to him?
The king's men dragged him out of his cottage one day and hanged him. He'd rebelled against the king, they said.
What does that mean?
How should I know? Let it lie, unless you want to end up like him.
I found Janos in a pillory in Miskovitz, but I managed to get him out of it.
Aye, but I hear you took your sweet fucking time. He came in so hungry he wolfed down half of Treadlight's pantry at my expense.
Well, he shouldn't have gotten caught so stupidly then. Did he tell you how he ended up in the pillory in the first place?
Well, he gave us some hints, but I reckon he's not very proud of it. But he definitely wants to drink with you once the whole band is here.
Matthew won't be coming back. He took a liking to the bandit life around the trade routes.
Ungrateful bastard. When I first met him, he had a rusty axe and holes in his boots.
He said he didn't want to die for a king he didn't even know.
Nobody asked him to. All he has to do is fight. Others can do the dying.
Raniek's dead.
Who did that?
He did it to himself. The dice didn't go his way. He tried to get out of it, and ended up badly.
What do you mean?
He wanted to crawl through the cesspit and run, so he wouldn't have to pay. But it was deeper than he expected, and drowned in shit.
Fuck me. Everybody said the dice would be the death of him one day.
I'd like to learn a new combat technique.
Certainly. I'm just about bored to... I've seen you fight, and you could be a bit more direct, my friend. Just forget about what it looks like, you get me? I'll show you how to take out your opponent without slitting him open from his neck to his arse. What do you say?
That sounds good. Teach me that.
Aye, I can see you like longswords too, eh? So listen, the trick is about speed and surprise. After stabbing with the sword, you immediately turn it around, and while sliding, you strike the sword's pommel forward. If you do it fast enough, the opponent won't have time to move, and you'll hit him right between the eyes. And now, come and... Good.
Why did they want to hang you?
I reckon my face bothered them. More likely they're pissed off I'm not a hypocritical fucker like they are.
And that's a reason for execution?
Unlike the hypocrites in the League of Lords, I'm not ashamed of what I am.
I know they call you Dry Devil.
Aye. They call me a lot of things, laddie. And that's what rankles the Lords, that I'm getting rich at their expense. And that's some fucking fat loot they stole from the king.
So you're on the king's side?
I'm on the side of whoever pays me, lad. And I'll tell you one thing. I've never gone back on my word. My noble word is my oath. Unlike that of bastards like von Bergau or von Rosenborg.
Have you been at war?
Aye, I fought in Moravia, and I'm still the hetman of the royal city of Znaim. You're just a yokel. So you hardly know what's been going on in the kingdom these last few years.
You're an experienced warrior, so teach me something.
Not a damn thing, lad. Not unless you pay me well. But first, bring me some good wine.
All right. Here you go.
Ready. What is it you want, then?
Why do they call you the Dry Devil, anyway?
Why do they call you fuckhead?
But they don't call... Oh.
All right. I was only joking. I don't even know how I got the nickname. Suppose it could have something to do with all the killing and my natural beauty. It's certainly catchier than His Grace Sir Hinnek the First of Kunstad and Yashpitz. That name wouldn't scare a fucking coward. But say it Dry Devil, and everybody just shits themselves.
How do you know Kubyanka?
He saved my arse back at Neuhaus. We only made it out thanks to him. I thought we were fucked. But then Kubyanka appeared, dragging a ladder, asking how much we would pay for it.
What did he get for it?
The first thing he got was a good fucking beating, because we thought he'd been dead for 2 days. But after we escaped, we made sure he didn't have to pay for drinks for a long time.
How long have you known Zizka?
It's been a while. He served with me during the Moravian Margrave Wars.
So you were his commander, sir?
That's water under the bridge now. I'm just an old wanted robber baron whose neck you and Zizka just saved. I don't give a shit about the sirs anymore, you see?
Ah, all right then. What can you tell me about Zizka?
Well, based on what you two have been through, I'd say you should know him pretty well by now. When everything is fucked, people around you are dying and you're fighting for your very life, only then can you really learn what a person is like.
I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
How are things, Henry?
No problems, Captain.
I hope it'll last until evening.
I wanted to ask you about the rebellious peasants.
Well?
Aye. I've changed my...
Great. Those fools use the secret the password is...
The fox is it? What am I supposed...
Go to the herb woman in this...
Why her?
I suspect she's working. I have a feeling. Try telling her...
All right. I wanted to ask...
Well?
You know what?
Then what?
God bless you, sir.
One beer!
Quick! 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 God! Go! quick. Whoa, whoa. Ja. I have a feeling you want something of me.
Yes, I do. You know, I'm so troubled, and I have nowhere to turn. And you just wandered by so opportunely that it can't be a coincidence. There's a powerful it's a great rarity. But Tomlin Bruthans from Horshan has one. The thing is, he sometimes...
I think I understand now. But what about your husband? Couldn't he take care of it?
He tried, of course. As soon as I heard Tomlin had one, I sent Demir over there right away. But the poor wretch came back black and blue.
What is a thunderstone?
Well, they're formed when there's a violent storm with forks of lightning and peals of thunder. The biggest of these are thunderstones. They fall from the sky with a mighty boom and burrow deep into the earth. After a while, they work their way back up to the surface. And if you're lucky, that's where you'll find them.
What does a thunderstone look like?
Well, from what I saw of Tomlin's, it's the size of a grown man's fist. Perhaps a tad bigger. Sort of elongated and curiously shaped. It's flat on one side and has a round hole through the middle.
What can these stones do?
Lots of things. If you have one, it protects you from all harm, helps you in battle, and brings good luck. It also wards off and cures diseases. And if you put it into the rafters of your cottage, you'll be protected from fire and all manner of other calamities.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you want me to fight Tomlin and win the stone for you?
Well, yeah. And I know I'm asking a lot, but I'm really desperate. And I have no one else to turn to. I prayed fervently to the Virgin Mary and implored her for help. And now you've shown up. Besides, by the looks of you, you have the strength of a bull, perhaps two. So she surely sent you to help me.
All right. I'll help with your trouble.
Mary, Mother of Mercy, thanks be to the both of you. This means so much to me.
Save your thanks for when I bring it to you.
I shall. Don't you worry about that. We've got some groschen put by, so you'll be handsomely rewarded. I'm also on good terms with Hannah, so I could put a word in for you at the stud farm. She'll give a generous discount if you... And I'll pray and
Hold on.
among other things.
So how the hell am I supposed to beat Tomlin when he's got the power of this stone on his side?
Well, you can talk to Stimir. He fought Tomlin, so... Or, over in Horshan, I think the lads there wrestle a lot. That might help. Most importantly, keep your hopes up. Ours is a just cause. So Lady Fortune and all the saints are sure to be on your...
Well, it's not going to be easy. But David defeated Goliath, didn't he?
Oh, that's a good point. Glory to David, and to you. Take care, and good night.
Christ.
Greetings, sir. Could...
I'd like to do...
That's not enough. Aye. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir. What would you like?
What's new around here?
Nothing much, really. If you're looking for a job, try your luck elsewhere.
Can I spend the night here? I'll pay you well if...
But all I...
That's enough for me. Let's agree. What would you say?
You won't... Thank you.
Where can I spend the night?
You can sleep above the shed. There's a ladder leading up there, and there's more than enough room.
Huh? Who have we here? Stop! I have something for you.
Greetings.
Care to put your wits to the test?
A jug.
I heard a fine riddle the other day, and I haven't had anyone to share it with yet. Don't be shy, seeing as how we know each other now.
What do you have for me this time?
How about I tease you with another riddle? What do you say?
Now I'm more interested in you. What did you do before you started your wayfaring?
I've been a wayfarer my whole life. I haven't always been on my own, though.
You had a companion?
You bet I did. He was my best mate.
What became of him?
Wolves got him. Tore him apart. Poor fella. I tried to save him. Even took him to a sawbones. But now he's up there chasing celestial rabbits.
Chasing rabbits? What kind of friend was this?
A dog. Wag, I called him. I got him as a pup. He was the runt of the litter. They'd have drowned him if I hadn't taken him. I taught him to beg, roll over, snatch men's hats, and shake paws with the girls. We were welcomed wherever we went. A couple of tricks would earn us something to eat and drink. Sometimes they'd let us bed down in the barn. With him gone, all I'm left with are my riddles and a few drinking yarns.
Is it safe on the roads?
If you know how to handle yourself. I travel alone. I certainly look nothing like a noble. I don't have so much as a donkey, and I'm not much of a swordsman either. But I'm not dead yet. I mean, who'd rob and kill a waster like me?
The riddle sounds good. Go ahead.
Great! But before I do, last time you got the better of me, so I'd like the chance to return the compliment. Let's bet again! Do you agree?
Maybe Lady Luck will shine on me. I accept.
All right, now pay attention. Jaromir the coachman hailed from Raborsh. One morning he set off for Kuttenberg with an empty coach. 3 lads boarded in Bohonovitz. When he arrived in Boyisht, one of the boys got out and a washerwoman took his place. In Horshan, the washerwoman went on her way and a peddler and his daughter boarded. In Pshitoke, the remaining lads alighted and took the peddler's daughter with them. And straight away, 2 fishermen got in. And on reaching Kuttenberg that evening, they invited the coachman to the bathhouse and got pig drunk. And now you tell me, what was the coachman's name?
Jaromir.
That's right. There's no fooling you. You've won the bet. And I'll be sure to remember you have a sharp mind.
I was just lucky, that's all.
But before I pay you, I'll ask you again. What would you prefer? Some extra coin or another story from my travels?
I'm all ears.
All ears, you say? This is tough. So much to choose from. You know what herbs are used to brew up medicinal concoctions? A herbalist once showed me. Gather some marigolds and nettles. Boil the nettles, but just crush the marigold and add it at the end. Marigold broth, she called it.
Thank you very much. This is sure to come in handy.
I'm rather hoping you won't need it. Travel safe, and perhaps our paths will cross again sometime. God be with you, sir.